Hi guys, it's Caitlin. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I really just wanted to make a follow-up video like I mentioned in my Switch Lite unboxing video, kind of like a review. A couple weeks later, I have been using it now for I think 2 weeks, and as someone who has the original Switch and the Switch Lite, I just wanted to give a kind of in-depth review on this now that I've actually used it a lot, and kind of tell you guys who I think this is for, and if you have both or want both or whatever, kind of go into detail about that. I also wanted to talk about some accessories that I have for the Switch Lite. I have quite a couple on here, quite a few on here as you can see, and I just want to talk about them a little bit. So as I said, I have been using the Switch Lite now for about 2 weeks, and I have actually been taking notes and stuff. So if I am looking down, that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking at my little reference notes. So after using it for about 2 weeks, I literally fall in love with this thing more and more every day that I use it, exponentially. I thought that I was kind of gonna regret buying it. I thought that it was going to be really unnecessary since I already have the regular Switch, but I really love this thing so much more than I thought I was going to. I played it a lot more than I was expecting to. I use my Switch quite a bit, but not a ton. I primarily play on PC and stuff like that, so I'm not huge on the Switch. I do play it pretty often though. I wasn't expecting to play the Switch Lite as much, or I was expecting to maybe use it equally as much, but I've been using it so much more than my Switch, mostly because it's just so much easier to take with you on the go. I have been taking it to parties because I'm antisocial. I have been just taking it all around with me, and I think it's just so much more portable and great to bring with you on the go. One concern that I had about the Switch Lite was that I would be getting headaches after prolonged use, because I had that issue with pretty much every handheld console that I've ever had. I didn't have it with the Switch in handheld mode, but I was expecting, since it has a smaller screen, the screen is slightly smaller than my phone screen, and like the DS and all of that, I had that issue. I would get headaches. Headaches! You give me headaches! And I haven't had a headache once, and I've used this for many hours at a time. So that's really nice. Another thing that I have concluded is that it's for a lot more people than I expected it to be for. I expected it to be good for like kids and people who don't already have a Switch and are on a budget and don't really want to play docked. And yes, it is great for all of those things, but it is also great for a lot of other people out there, and I will get into that later. Another concern that I had was transferring the data between the two systems. When I first was setting this up, it was really easy to transfer data between them, a lot easier than I expected, and I didn't really know how it was going to work, like if I want to go back and forth between them, which I'm doing, and it's a lot easier than I thought. It just has like a cloud data storage thing. Yeah, it's really easy to use, so I'll talk about the pros and cons of that later too. So now I'm actually going to get into the pros and cons. One of the biggest pros being a portable little light console, how much easier this is to just grab and go. It actually fits in your pocket and everything. It fits in my pajama pockets, which is very handy. I can just be like playing it, and then I have to do something, I just slip it in my pocket, take it back out, and that's another great thing. Another thing is that it feels sturdier. They're both very well made devices, but since this has the detachable Joy-Cons, that was so close. It's already broken, so that wouldn't have been the end of the world. There's a little crack on the back, and I'm so sad about it. It just feels sturdier. Like if I dropped this, that probably wouldn't have happened. And this didn't even happen from dropping it. I have no idea how that happened. It does feel really sturdy and nice in your hands, but since the Joy-Cons are detachable, it kind of has like a slight bend to it and everything. But obviously that does not happen with this. It just feels really nice. Another thing that I've noticed is that the screen feels like it looks a little bit better in my opinion, because the pixels are more condensed since it's a smaller screen, and I just feel like that it just gives the graphics a better look. However, it does not have as intense like blacks as the Switch, but it does have like more vibrant picture. I think that the bezels on this look a lot better than this. Switch does have pretty big bezels. This is upside down, but on the Switch they are black, and on this they are color keyed with the console, and I just think that looks a lot better personally. Another great thing about the cloud thing that I was talking about with your data, it automatically uploads to the cloud, so once you're done playing a game, or just as you're playing the game, it uploads automatically to the cloud, so you don't have to do anything. And another thing that I put is that it has a D-pad. I didn't even notice this during my unboxing really. It's really just not something that I noticed until I started to use it. Obviously they couldn't put a D-pad on the regular Switch because of the multiplayer games and taking them off and turning them sideways and stuff. But since this is just a handheld device, they put a D-pad and it feels so nice, so helpful in so many games. Obviously another pro about the Lite is that it's cheaper. It's $100 cheaper than the regular Switch. And the last thing that I put is cute. I think it is so much cuter. I just think it's adorable. As a girl, that is something that has significance to me, and I just think it's really cute. So now I'm going to be talking about the cons. So the first and probably most obvious one is that it cannot be docked. It doesn't even fit in the dock. But if you're someone like me who is trying to have both, or you don't care about docking your Switch, that's not an issue obviously. So one thing that I noticed that I didn't think was going to be an issue is the button location. The plus and minus, for some reason only the left one, I guess because of the joystick. I'm a girl and I have acrylics, and when I try to go from the joystick to the minus button, it can be challenging and I have to like put my fingers sideways because they're so close together. But I did pop an acrylic off and see if that wouldn't be an issue if I didn't have them, and it was not an issue at all. But I also wanted to mention button location because if you have big hands, it might be kind of challenging to reach the D-pad, and just it might be a little awkward for you, but you can always just go into like Target and play with the display model and see if that's an issue for you. So another thing that I noticed is that the speakers on the Switch Lite project out the bottom. So if you're like laying down and it's resting on you or on your lap, or just if you have your palm over it, I thought that might be an issue with like the sound, but it's not really an issue unless you completely cover them with like your skin. But I don't see anyone ever doing that. But it will muffle the sound just a teeny bit, but you can compensate by raising the volume. So another thing is, even though your data uploads automatically to the cloud, it doesn't automatically download. So each time you go onto whatever device you want to play on, it'll say new updated or new download available, whatever, so it'll remind you, but you have to go in and just download it. It takes 2 seconds, it's not a big deal, but I just wanted to mention that. So another thing is it doesn't have a stand obviously, but this is compatible with Pro Controller. So if you wanted to like use the Pro Controller, you kind of have to figure out some way to like lean it against something or something like that. But there are a lot of companies that are putting out like third-party stands, but I don't use a Pro Controller or anything, and I just want to use this like this, so that's not a problem for me. So the last con, if you want to call it that, is that the screen brightness does not auto-adjust. It hasn't been an issue for me, but it is something that I noticed. I like to manually adjust my brightness anyway, so it's not really a problem, and it's so easy to do, but that's just something that I wanted to mention. So now I'm going to talk about who I think this is great for. Two major types of people to be great for are the people who don't want to spend $100 extra and get this because you don't really care about docking it or anything like that. Obviously, if you're going to be streaming or making YouTube videos and you have to do like a capture card, you need this. Or if you're going to have friends over and you all want to play like Mario Kart together on one device or on your TV, you need this. I think this is also great for people who already have the regular Switch and they just want a cute little portable one to take with them. You don't mind spending $200 on it, then I think this is really great for you. I thought it was pretty unnecessary at first, but after being one of those people, I love it. And yeah, I think that is how you should decide if you want one or not. Now I'm going to be talking about some of the little accessories that I've gotten for it. First one that I want to talk about is this Fansrock case that I love so much. Fansrock was actually nice enough to send this to me, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Fansrock. So this is just a zip-up hard case that holds 8 games and other accessories, and holds the Switch very securely, and it's like hard, and yeah. It also has a little strap, and it has one of these things so you can adjust it to your wrist so it won't fly off. And I just put my little link on there because I thought it was really cute, but I have actually been using this a lot since they sent it to me and I love it so much. It's only $14.99 on Amazon and they did provide me with a code. Let me get that really quick. Code, I'll put it on the screen. It is EKV3GBC2 and you will save 15%. I'm not really sure what that is, but this is only $15 to begin with, which is a steal in my opinion. I'm also gonna link all of these accessories down below, by the way. The next one is this little clear, just soft TPU case that I have on here. It just covers the sides and the back and just adds a little protection if you're just placing it down or like it's sliding on a table or if you happen to drop it. I believe this was like $8 on Amazon, which is really great. And it just also adds a really like good ergonomic feel to it. It's less slippery and it just feels nicer in your hand. And I think it looks nice because it's like glossy. And lastly, I want to talk about these little cat paws that I have on here. I got these for the sole purpose of aesthetics. I think they look really, really cute. I got Pokeballs and I got a pack of 4 cat paws. They come in pink and blue and I have the blue ones on here. But they come in like all the colors of the Switch too, so. But these actually feel really, really nice because they add like a really nice grip and they just raise them so slightly. Then it just feels super nice. And I highly recommend all of those accessories, big time. And yeah, that's really all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I worked really hard on this one. I spent like a couple of days on this video actually. A couple of weeks actually because I've been taking notes and like doing, oh my god. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't want to turn into a review channel or anything like that. That's not my plan, but I do want to make some reviews here and there on things that I really enjoy or want to. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification to be notified when I upload because YouTube does not like to notify people. And give this video a thumbs up if you would like to. It will help me out a lot. And leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought. Have the Switch Lite if you're going to be getting it, if you're on the fence. Hopefully this video helped you. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!